Barack Hussein.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
right.
Morris?
Yeah, I've been talking about the possibility of Michelle running, and I've been doing that because I'm afraid of it, and I've wanted to prevent it by knocking it prophylactically while it's still on somebody's imagination. I think it's getting less and less likely. I think Biden is solid enough in the nomination, but I wouldn't count it out. You know, when they're absolutely desperate and they look at the polling and they say, "Oh my God, we're going to get slung," they become very inventive in choosing a candidate. And if they can get Michelle in without any primaries, without any pre-campaign, at the convention, so that in August they unveil Michelle Obama is the candidate. Forget about Biden's age, forget about the scandals, forget about the Chinese, forget about the inflation rate, forget about all of that. This is Joe Biden, clean, no record. This is Michelle Obama, clean, no negatives, and there'll be a huge idiot vote that says, "Oh wow, the first black woman, the first everything."
First trans.
Yeah, and a nostalgia about the Obama presidency that nobody at the time felt. I just saw a statistic the other today that the Gallup poll has Biden with the lowest job rating of any of the last 9 presidents at this point in his term. And it's 36%. The next lowest is 45%, Jimmy Carter. And when I looked at that, I realized that just how deep the hole that Biden is in. And I think the Democrats are going to resort to anything to get out from that. Now they have a problem, which Michelle could solve. They can't just shunt him aside. They can't just shunt Kamala Harris aside without replacing her with the black, because the blacks will never support that. But Michelle Obama would qualify, and I think there is some chance of that happening. You have to realize how much the Democrats are endangered and jeopardized, and how their backs are to the wall, and they will do anything they have.
Mr. Morris, do you believe that, speaking of them doing anything, with all these people flowing over our open borders, do you think this is a strategy to set up sleeper cells for possible internal terrorist attack?
No, I don't. But I do feel that it is a tactic to try fundamentally to change our country by changing the population. I don't think it can be effective in this election, but I think it will be in the future, and we have to be aware of that. I don't know if you've read the stories, but there are a lot of camps of immigrants in Mexico wanting to come into the United States that are young men of military age. Yeah,
And China.
funded by China. Funded by China. And that certainly is a possibility. But look, the number of lurid fantasies we can conceive of is incredible. The democratic imagination is limitless in that regard. Yeah.
I was thinking, what's our best source to tell the truth? I mean, are we ever going to have a media again that just tells the facts, that just gives us the facts and not their narrative?
Are we ever going to have a media again that just tells the facts?
Newsmax.
What?
Newsmax.
Yeah. I was going to say that.
One that dominates, right?
Well, it will. It will. CNN's ratings are crashing. MSNBC's ratings are going down. And I think that Newsmax will increasingly dominate, and I think Fox, to the extent that it's honest, will as well. But, you know, we're not going to have a singular media in this country. We're going to have to take the average of what 10 people say and divide it by 10, take the average and settle on that as the truth. The days when Walter Cronkite could spoon feed us and say that's the way it is, those are way over. We're a lot older and wiser than that.